Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. It's a beautiful sunny winter day and we've got a brand new BMW M440i for you. So without further ado, let's start. Let's start with the most controversial bit of this car, which is this massive kidney grille. Now, definitely, when I first saw this car on a picture, that was a no-no for me. But when I saw it in person, I'll not say I start loving it, but I think if you opt it in the right way, then you can live with it. By saying opt it in the right way means if you go for the M440i, you can actually go for the Shadow Edition, which is a 750 pound option, which makes this grille black, or you can go for the standalone 200 pound option, which will make this black as well. If you go for the M Sport, then you need to go for the 2500 pound M Sport Pro Pack to make it black, or you can go for the M Sport Pro Edition, which will comes, this one is black as a standard. If you can't go for any of these, the other option is if you buy it with the silver option, you can just buy it separate as a black grille and swap it out, because silver grille, such a massive silver grille on this vehicle just don't look good. Now this car comes standard with BMW LED headlights. These are optional laser headlights. So it has got high beam assistant as standard, which comes as a visibility pack. It's a 1500 pound option. Plus, it runs the daytime running light all the way up here, whereas if you go for the standard LED, the daytime running light sits only up to there. So the 4 Series has got a very nice look from its side. It has got this beautiful line that runs from the front wing all the way to the rear. It's a coupe car, so basically the sloping style roof line gives a very nice stand on the road. This is the first time after long BMW 4 Series Coupe comes standard with non-run flat tires. As we all know, currently most of the BMW car, apart from their M model, come standard as run flat. But this is the first model in long time coming standard as a non-run flat, and you can opt for the run flat tires. The normal M Sport comes with 18-inch alloys as standard, whereas this one comes 19-inch alloys. 225/40/19 profile tire at the front and 255/40/19 profile tire at the rear. It's a MX drive, but it's a rear wheel bias car. That's why you still have got wider profile tire at the rear. So in my eyes, the BMW 4 Series looks best from its back end, because the car has such a wider look, and also this beautifully designed 3D LED tail light gives it a much wider stand. You've got this nice diffuser that comes standard on the M440i model, and you've got this 2-in tailpipe set up for the M440i. Now these are real tailpipe. These are not the fake one that you see like most of the other manufacturers that are doing nowadays. I think the BMW is one of the few manufacturers, to be honest, I can only think about 2 names, BMW and Porsche, who are still doing the real exhaust tailpipe on all of their vehicles, apart from fully electric vehicles, and big thumbs up for that. That's all about the rear side. Now let's go to the front and open the bonnet and talk about the engine option of this vehicle. So you can order the BMW 4 Series in different engine options. If you go for the M Sport or M Sport Pro Pack, then you can order the car either with a 2-liter petrol or 2-liter diesel. So the 2-liter petrol comes in 2 engine tune. Either you can go for the 20i variant, which is 184 horsepower, or go for the 30i variant, which is 258 horsepower. Both petrols are rear wheel drive only. Or you can go for the 2-liter diesel options, which is 190 horsepower. You can either go for the rear wheel drive or all wheel drive, that call is BMW X drive. Now this one is a M440i, which is currently top of the range, and this is a inline 6-cylinder 3-liter B58 engine making 374 horsepower and makes 0 to 62 in just 4.5 seconds. It's hell of an engine, and it makes beautiful sound as well. It has got also this extra engine base stud to make it even more stiff at the front end. So altogether, this is definitely the best option until the new M4 come. So the first thing when you step in a 4 Series, you'll realize there's a seat belt assistance that hand over the seat belt. Now this one also is an improvement over the last generation, because it comes through this hole where the last generation had a kind of open from the top. Because of that, it was a hit and miss sometime, but this one, it feels more sturdy and like definitely it's not going to miss any time. And once you put the seat belt on, this thing will go back by itself. So the BMW 4 Series interior feels really premium comparing its competitor. Everywhere you touch is either soft touch material or leather stitched. The car comes standard with the leather seats, but you can upgrade to this beautifully M Sport seat if you want. So BMW 4 Series is very highly equipped vehicle when it comes to technology. So it comes standard with this BMW's beautiful iDrive 7 infotainment system. It also comes standard with the 12-inch digital driver's display. So now this is not the best in the industry because the configurability is not as much as like Audi or Mercedes, but you get most of the information that you want. The iDrive 7 is definitely the industry leading infotainment system. It has got now both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connectivity, and both wireless. It also has got this Hey BMW activation, which is a server-based system. So gone are those days when you had like a certain command set up in your iDrive system, and the system only react or act on if you say those commands. But now is gone kind of the next stage where you say something, you send the command to the server, and the server sends the action back and the car performs. It's not work perfectly every time you ask the car to do something, because mainly there is a there might be a connectivity issue or might be a server issue, but we need to understand it's a very early stage of this kind of development, and over the time it will be perfect. This car also can be opted with this BMW's Driving Assistant Pro pack, which comes as a part of the technology pack, and I think that's a must-have option. Also, it's a 3,600 pound option, but it gives you so much extras and usable extras that you will enjoy in your day-to-day driving. That's all about the technological bit. Now let's see how practical this car is. So practicality wise, it's a 2-door coupe, so you can get as much as practicality you can expect from a coupe car. Getting in and out is not a big problem, and once you're in, the rear seat headroom is okay. It's better than definitely the 8 Series, but is nowhere near as practical as 3 Series, but that's what you kind of sacrifice when you go for this kind of style. It also only comes with the 4-seat configuration. You cannot opt for 5-seat. Yeah, you can put 2 adults at the back of this car. It got some cup holders at the back. Oh yeah, here you go. And that's all about the rear seat practicality. The front seat passenger will not have any issue with the practicality because it has got decent headroom and shoulder room. Now let's go to the boot and see the size of the boot. So 4 Series has got a very decent sized boot, and it also comes as a split folding rear seat as standard. So if I just fold the seat, from here, and then so you can see you can carry quite a bit long item in this 4 Series. So yeah, altogether I think it's a practical vehicle, considering you're willing to sacrifice some headroom because of its coupe styling. The standard equipment in a BMW 4 Series is quite good. All car comes with all LED lights as standard. You get leather seats as standard. 18-inch alloy wheels as standard if you go for M Sport, or if you go for M Sport Pro or anything above, then you get 19-inch alloys as standard. You've got the ambient lighting as standard. You've got this beautiful digital driver display 12-inch as standard, or the 10-inch infotainment screen as standard. Also, it comes standard with iDrive 7, both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. You also get BMW's professional navigation as standard. So the standard list is quite good, and you can go easy on the options. However, there are plenty of options you can choose from. Good thing is BMW nicely tied most of their option in different bundles. So if you go for the M Sport, you can opt for the M Sport Pro pack, which comes with 19-inch alloys, adaptive suspension, this beautiful M seat belt, rear spoiler, and the shadow line pack. This is a 2,500 pound option, and I think it's well worth go for it if you're going for the basic M Sport model. Now, in any model, I think another option is worth opted for is the Technology Plus pack, which is 3,600 pound around option, and it gives you quite a bit of extra for that money. For example, you get the Harman Kardon surround sound system, you get the head-up display, you get the BMW Driving Assistant Professional pack, which is kind of best in the industry. You also get the BMW's iDrive recorder, which kind of works as a dash camera in case of an accident and things like that, and few other bits and bobs like driving assistant, the parking assistant pack, which also gives you the 360-degree camera. So altogether, that's another option that's is worthwhile ticking. So driving wise, BMW 4 Series has always been a success for BMW's. Last generation 4 Series did drive quite well, and I think this generation drives even better. So the steering wheel is very nicely weighted, and the car is significantly stiffer than this previous model. It even stiffer than the current generation 3 Series, which is kind of built on the same platform. Once you throw this car around the corner, it goes so nicely, and it has got so much power underneath that it will surprise you. So this one is riding on 19-inch alloys with adaptive M Sport suspension, so the ride is quite comfortable. At the same time, it has got 375 brake horsepower driving through all wheels, and it gives quite a nice acceleration when you put your feet down. The official figure is 0 to 62 4.5 seconds, but in real life it feels even quicker, and because it's an all-wheel drive system, so you'd be able to achieve that kind of figure every time you put your feet down. Also, it doesn't feel as scary as in the last generation 4 Series, because that was only rear wheel drive, and when you're pushing it to the limit through the twisty country roads, especially in a wet weather, this feels much more kind of stick to the road, and gives you proper confidence that the car will not spin and you'll not end up in a bush. So that's all really. Definitely until the new M4 come, this is the top spec of the 4 Series variant, and I think this is a like in a kind of good option if you'd like to balance in between comfortability, performance, and even practicality. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please do share and subscribe so that you don't miss the next video. Thank you.